In this lesson we are going to learn some punctuation rules. Apostrophes. Apostrophes look like this: cats, Daves. They are an important English punctuation mark and they are very common in spoken English. They are used in writing to be shorter. This lesson shows you how to use apostrophes correctly. Apostrophes have two main uses: 1. Contractions. 2. Possession.
Contractions. The apostrophe is used to join two words together to make one word. Here are some common examples: do not equals don't. I am equals I'm. Has not equals hasn't.
The apostrophe takes the place of the missing letter. For example, in don't, the apostrophe takes the place of the O that is gone from not. Here are some more examples of contractions: have not equals haven't. Is not equals isn't. She is equals she's.
Possession. Apostrophes are used with nouns to show possession. Here are the rules: single nouns, add apostrophe and s. The dog's bowl. The boy's hat. Plural nouns, add an apostrophe. The girl's toys. The computer's screens.
Irregular plural nouns add an apostrophe and s. The children's toys. The woman's hats.
Plural. Add an apostrophe. The Davis home. Tom and Mary Davis, 2 people.
More than one noun. The apostrophe goes on the last name in a group that shares possession: John and Bob's house. They both possess the house.
Colons. Colons are 2 dots. They look like this. This lesson shows you the colon rules and how to use them properly in your writing.
Lists. Colons introduce a list. Here are a few examples. This is what I need from the market: potatoes, eggs, and bread. Please bring the following: pens, pencils, paper, calculator. I visited 5 cities: Paris, London, Madrid, Barcelona, and Rome.
When you introduce a list, the previous sentence must be complete. Another way to think about it is that the list can be a necessary part of the sentence. If you have used a verb to be before the colon, you have made a mistake. These examples are wrong. Items I need from the market are potatoes, eggs, and bread. Could you help? Mark, Mary, and Vijay?
You can fix them by adding a bit more to the introductory sentence, like in these corrected examples. These are the items I need from the market: potatoes, eggs, and bread. Please help the following students: Mark, Mary, and Vijay. You could also just remove the colon, like in these. Items I need from the market are potatoes, eggs, and bread. Could you help Mark, Mary, and Vijay?
Between titles and subtitles. Colons separate the main title from a subtitle. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Star Wars, Rogue One.
Time. Colons separate the two parts of the time: 11:30 a.m. 12:15 a.m. 3 hours p.m.
Salutations. Colons are used after formal salutations in letters or emails. Dear Jonathan Malone, to whom it may concern.
Quotations. Colons are used to introduce a quotation. This often includes large quotations separated from the rest of the text. The United Nations made this statement regarding poverty: those are the times when you need to use colons. Keep these rules in mind when you are writing in English. You may not use colons often, but by following these rules, you will use them correctly when needed. Commas. Commas have many uses in English. This lesson shows you how to use them correctly in your writing.
Dates. Commas are used to separate the parts of the date. They are used between 2 numbers, or between 2 words: December 12, 2006. Monday, July 4th.
Lists. Commas separate items in a list. I need bread, milk, eggs, and cheese. I met Tom, Mary, and Janet.
Conjunctions. Commas go before a conjunction, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Jason spent 15 minutes doing his homework, but it felt like an hour. I hadn't gone to class for most of the year, so I failed my exam.
Adjectives. Commas separate to adjectives before a noun. I bought a new, red car. The big, black dog is barking.
Interruptions or non-defining relative clauses. Commas are used to separate a non-defining relative clause from the rest of this sentence. This is used to add extra information or make interruptions. The man who had never been to Paris was very excited.
After introductory words or phrases. Use a comma after an introduction to a sentence including times and transitional words. On Monday, the family traveled to Florida. While watching television, the children ate dinner and fought over their dessert. However, her bank account did not match her records.
Separate place names. Commas are used to separate two place names, most commonly cities and countries: Tokyo, Japan; Mexico City, Mexico.
Periods. This periods lesson shows you how to use them correctly in your writing. This is the most common punctuation mark, so make sure you learn about it and practice. Periods have many uses: complete thoughts, abbreviations, ellipsis, decimal points.
Complete thoughts. Periods are used to signal the end of a complete thought. The photocopier is broken. I have never visited the museum.
A complete thought can include the following declarative sentences: I like hockey. She lives in France. Indirect questions: my coworker asked me if I had the file. She asked him about his project. Imperative sentences: instructions: please bring the documents to the meeting. Do not arrive late.
Abbreviations. Periods are used to show a shortened version of a word. Titles: Mr. Mrs. Miss.
Initials: William M. Johnson, J.R. Ryder, P.E.I.
Places: USA Street Avenue.
Dates: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Time: AM, PM,
etc., etc.
If a sentence ends in an abbreviation, it is not necessary to add another period. I have never visited PEI.
Common abbreviations with all capital letters do not normally take periods. For example, WHO, World Health Organization; IMF, International Monetary Fund.
Ellipsis. 3 periods together are called an ellipsis. This is used with quotations to show missing words. The current world economy will improve next year. Jobs will be created at a faster pace.
Decimal points. Use periods as decimal points to separate numbers: 3.42.57 $19.99, $17.34.
Question marks. Questions marks are a common punctuation mark in English. This lesson shows you how to use them correctly. Question marks are used after direct questions. How old are you? Do you have the book?
This includes the following types of questions: direct questions: where is the book? Do you like hockey? Tag questions: we have enough money, don't we? She doesn't have a brother, does she? Polite requests: would you like a drink? Could you send me the phone number for our internet provider? May I have another glass of water?
Question mark mistakes. Do not use a question mark after sentences that look like questions. These examples are all correct. They do not need question marks. I asked him about the movie. I wonder if she has a pet cat. I don't know where the party is.
Semicolons. Semicolons are English punctuation marks that look like this. This lesson shows you how to use semicolons correctly in your writing.
Semicolon uses. Separate two related ideas in a sentence that are not connected with a conjunction. The best way to lose weight is to exercise regularly. Eating less calories is also important. She always wanted to go to the University of Toronto. Her brother also went there. Separate items in a list that include commas. I have traveled to Toronto, Ontario, Montreal, Quebec, and Vancouver, British Columbia.
That's it for this lesson. See you in our next hands-on the English Flipped Classroom session.